Greetings, ONYXCON fam. This is the voice of Joseph R. Wheeler III, the artist, founder, and the president of the ONYXCON Foundation. And today we're giving you a review, my literally right out of the theater pre-screening review of Captain America, Brave New World. Yes, I was privy to seeing this film, let me see, I guess it would be a couple of days before the release on the 14th. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way. And I'm here to promote and let you know, this is not an official promotion, but I am promoting it on a personal level for ONYXCON because I want people to go and support this film. It, first and foremost, in a nutshell, is a great movie, okay? Great action film, great Marvel film, great espionage, and symbolic, quite symbolic. There's a lot of symbolism and reflection of our modern society in America in this film. And might I also note, because I don't think a lot of people understand or know this, because they see Brother Anthony Mackie as the star playing Captain America and do not know that he also is the executive producer of this film. So shout out to Brother Mackie for not only an excellent performance as a fellow actor, yes, I'm an actor, writer, producer, and many other things in the film biz, in front and behind the camera, but to know that he is the executive producer of this film is quite a feat, to also be the leading man. So congratulations, my brother. My hat is off to you. Mucho, mucho applause to Brother Anthony Mackie. Also, let me credit the fact that Mackie now has been working on for a few years, and I don't know that it's open yet, but I think it is. He has his own movie studio, okay, in his home of New Orleans. Somewhere in the New Orleans area, he has a film studio. I think that's absolutely incredible, and it speaks to his wisdom of being an actor in the business for so long and achieving the things he's achieved, whether he was properly credited for his talent or not. He also has said recently in an article he feels like this movie is his Academy Award. It is his Oscar that he's never been given because he's been overlooked so many times by the Academy, which I agree. It's absolutely ridiculous for the amount of work he's done and the levels of various characters he's contributed to the legendary, not only just in Marvel, but just, I mean, like, I'm thinking about him doing She Hate Me for Spike Lee, which if that didn't win him a freaking Oscar, good gosh, what a layered character he's played. He's in the new Twisted Metal series, okay, for Peacock. If you haven't seen it, season 1 was awesome. I'm looking forward to 2. Mackie's just that dude, man. He's played so many types of characters over the years, and I agree, he has been overlooked far too often, and he's well overdue for more awards. But I like how he put it, that he feels like to have produced this film, it is his Oscar. It is his reward. And I want us to celebrate that with him. I want fans of Marvel films to go out in droves and let's prove all the naysayers wrong, because you got a lot of critics and people who tried to sabotage this film before it was even out. Okay, I saw some negative press. I saw some people trying to attempt to say it wasn't going to get the opening money it deserves. And then I did see some folks saying, no, it's expecting a big opening of at least 90 million. And then I did see confirmation the other day that it is also already currently in pre-sales, the highest grossing pre-sale movie of Marvel related characters, period. It beat Wolverine and Deadpool in China. I want to be specific. I'm talking about in the China market. Okay. But that's still saying something, because there's this huge lie that, even after Black Panther, some executives in Hollywood try to continue to say that Black-led celebrity movies just don't make that much noise overseas, and it's total crap. It's just they don't want to have to adjust and give more opportunities to equal and respectable diversity, whether they have a DEI program or not. But I digress. I'm not trying to get too deep into all of that on this presentation. I just want to make it clear that, we are making our moves. We are doing things that are huge and they're having impact, and people are loving our cultures. All right. Like we say here at ONYXCON, we don't do it for the culture. We do it for the cultures, because people can be on all kind of tangents individually and everything. We may intersect here and there. So where we intersect, hey, as a whole, one way or another, yeah, we're connected, but, Everybody's in their own lane, obviously. And this movie speaks to that, okay? In the plot of this film, it literally speaks to what I just said. There is a conflict here, and it's pretty obvious. I'm not going to give any spoilers. Don't worry. You'll be all right. I'm just going to talk about things that you should be able to read between the lines from just seeing the preview for this film, right? If you look at the previews and you look at Harrison Ford's character playing, obviously, a president, you can already tell there's a conflict between him and Anthony Mackie playing Captain America. Now, I'm not going to get into the ins and outs of how there's a conflict, but the bottom line is, by the time it gets to the I don't think should have ever been exposed fight between Red Hulk and Captain America, I'll take that back. You could expose that there will be that fight. That is a selling point of getting people in seats and making them go see this movie, especially if they, grew up reading the comics, still read comics, still appreciate comics like me, Yeah, that's going to get people in theaters. That's going to get them to come out and make sure they see the movie. But I'm going to tell you something. I personally feel like it was a huge mistake for them to completely reveal that Harrison Ford's version of this president character, President Ross, that's the name of the character, turns into the Red Hulk. Damn it. Why did y'all give away the greatest twist in the freaking film? Like, I do not understand that. I do and I don't. I feel like it's yet another not believing in the power of what you wrote as writers, what you created as a film crew and put out into the market. You're thinking, oh, but it's got a black lead. People love Mackie, but I don't know if they're ready again to respect and receive him as Captain America. There's some people who still have problems with that. And we've seen that there's so much divisiveness in America right now with basically, to me, it's like you're playing into white supremacy when you pardon the attitude of it, when you act like you don't know that that's exactly what the issue is, that you've created a market in the past that was based on racism, and now that you want to move on, you've got to dance around it and pretend it's not what it is. Let's just deal with it for what it is. You still think that if we just say Captain America, and you see Anthony Mackie in the costume, and you have to accept that this is the new Captain America, that it's not going to put people in seats because they're going to be so bad. Who are the people you're talking about? Who are the people you're thinking about when you decide, well, we'll show Harrison Ford, who's a legendary white actor, who's aging, still an incredibly great actor. I love Harrison forever as Han Solo, forever from my childhood. Appreciated him as Indiana Jones, even though that character was completely screwed up as I got older and realized what Indiana Jones was doing, going around the world stealing black folks, Latin folks, every other culture outside of Europe's artifacts and putting them in a museum and there's a lot wrong with that character, but when in the innocence of my childhood, I just liked his energy as a character, and I appreciated it for that. You get older, and you truly, as I say, true woke, because we're not gonna let some folk take that word and just do whatever they want with it. No, it's ours, baby, and we gonna hold that forever. You can't take woke. I'm sorry. Anyway, but I appreciate Harrison as a off-camera personality. He's pretty funny in his, older man grumpiness. And even in this character, he's a grumpy guy, but it's a different type of grumpy. He's a very layered character. And I almost gave away one. Let me just keep it on the non-spoiler tip. Stay with me. We're going to work it out. But I just think they didn't have to reveal, showing him go down and grip the floor and his hand get real big. Because that's all in the new previews. They show him changing and all that. And they've been showing it. And I'm like, golly, why did you have to get that away? And I know why. Because they figured, well, Harrison Ford is a legend beyond even Mackie. And, folks who would go see Harrison, they may not like the idea of seeing Steve Rogers not on camera. Instead, you got to deal with this black man in the role. It's like, whatever, man. Stop pandering and stop thinking that black star power is not a real thing, because it is. The late, great Chadwick Boseman showed you that. It's sold in America. It's sold all over the world. Everybody who loves Marvel, period, is generally the true fans, not the nutball racist types that y'all are always pandering to. Stop pandering to them. They either there or they ain't. The rest of the world is moving on without him. We don't need to keep pandering to this nonsense. If we keep pandering to it, it shows that somehow you're afraid. It shows that somehow you're worried about, and all you're really afraid of is losing money. Stop letting money rule everything. I tell y'all all the time on this channel, it's not about money, power, respect. That's the backwards ass way of putting it. It's about respect, then power, then money. You lead with respect for what you wrote. You wrote a script. You got this character. This is the new Captain America. Accept it or get the hell on. Don't go see it. It ain't going to matter because the rest of the world going to see it and we still going to make this money. Matter of fact, we're going to make more money than that. It's going to be like Kendrick Lamar at the Super Bowl. The highest watched Super Bowl halftime ever. Deal with it. Deal with it. Respect it. Start with respect. Then you will be given the power to make money because you're not basing your money and your desire to make money and live all this wealth and all that off of a bunch of BS. You're dealing with the truth, and people are longing for the truth. Even people who are lying to themselves, trust me, some of them, if they have any type of logic in their body, it's yearning for, why do people not like me? And why, when I believe in all this stuff that people keep saying is wrong, because it is, they want to figure it out. They're trying to, and they're only going to figure it out when those who understand the truth stand on it and do not budge. So that's my theory on that. Now, you can see those kind of conflicts in this character with Harrison Ford's character, okay, the Ross character. You can see that there's a lot of historical reverence for the first Captain America, who's already been revealed, if you didn't know, who was a black man. Yes, because they played off of a fictional account for basically doing speaking of Black History Month, okay, the Tuskegee experiment. I'm not going to get into a history lesson here of what it was, but I'm giving you a note to go look it up if you don't know what it was. And Marvel was very intelligent in the comics for creating a series called Truth many years ago, illustrated by Kyle Baker. And in that book, they showed how black soldiers were used as guinea pigs, all right, for the first ever folks given the super soldier serum that gave Captain America, the white Captain America, his powers. They tested it first on black men because they wanted to make sure, does this work? Well, we'll use some black men and see if it works. They hinted back to that kind of metaphor with this character and showed Isaiah Bradley, the original Captain America, a black man, speak on his pain and what he was, how he was treated during that time. To even get the training and the strength and everything he got from the serum, he was tortured. He was put through all kind of crazy stuff just to become this legendary character that was not revered, even though he was sent on all these war missions and did all this stuff for his country. But then he gets back and he gets disrespected and still treated like he's less than human, which is, of course, an absolute true reflection of what happened to many black soldiers throughout the history of military service in this country. So all of that's being dealt with in this film. And it couldn't be better for it to come out on February, Black History Month, all right? Because, again, we're not going to allow nutty people who have an agenda of keeping folks in the dark ages, keeping folks in the backwards, keeping folks in the bizarro world from appreciating the truth and getting entertainment at the same time. It's called edutainment. And quite frankly, this movie is full of it. It's full of a lot of great edutainment. Now, the nutties that want to twist up our words are going to say, it's woke. You're damn right it's woke. It's true woke. So I'm telling y'all now, as a matter of fact, don't go. For those folks, don't go. It's not for you. It's for people who are ready to grow up. It's for people who are ready to evolve. It's for people who understand that truth does matter. It's for people who love action, who love suspense, who love a little bit of mystery to espionage and all that. Because I've heard some people say, well, because they saw other pre-screenings and they say, oh, this movie is more of a, it's not even really a superhero movie. It's more, that's how every Captain America movie has been. They've all been espionage, spy thriller style films. Even when Steve Rogers was in the suit, okay? Stop the games. Let's stop. Nothing you can say on that weak level of it all is going to sabotage the success of this film. And I'm going on record to say, watch it be, just like Kendrick Lamar's Halftime, the highest grossing of all the Captain America movies. And it will probably be, definitely going to be for at least a month, the #1 movie in the world. You heard it here first. Go check out Captain America, Brave New World.